Good day, folks. Everything new under the sun. You're looking at the red heifer. Did you know that Satan knows the Bible better than you do? He absolutely does. He knows what's coming, and I believe he likely inspired Hamas on the October 7th incursion into Israel and the massacre that ensued. This is very interesting. This is an article from Israel365news.com, and the Hamas spokesman, he gave a speech on the 100th day anniversary of the war against Israel. In a speech, he cited the arrival of the red heifers in Israel as one of the motives for the massacre of Jews on October 7th. So, what do the red heifers have to do with why they went in there? Well, it's all related to Al-Aqsa, the Temple Mount, the rebuilding of the Third Temple, and I believe they're satanically inspired, because Satan knows the scriptures. He knows that there will be a rebuilt temple at some point, and they're fighting against the fulfillment of scriptures as they exist. This is a quick thing from esv.org. Satan knows the scriptures. So Psalm chapter 91 verses 11 to 12 was quoted by Satan when he tempted Jesus in the desert out of Matthew chapter 24. Now, he misapplied it, of course, it states here. But Satan knows the scriptures, and he uses them for his purposes, and he's going to twist them, but he definitely knows them. So he knows end-time Bible prophecy. He knows what's coming. And what's coming? Well, we know in chapter 24 that there's going to be an abomination of desolation. So this speaks of a nation rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom, famines, pestilences, earthquakes. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. I think we're starting to see a lot of this. Many false prophets shall arise. Iniquity will abound. The love of many wax cold. You talk about civil war in the United States and in other countries as people are so divided ideologically, religiously. They're so divided, they're not going to care about their neighbors anymore. And so the love of many is waxing cold as we speak. The gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world as a witness. When ye therefore see the abomination of desolation, what is this speaking about? Well, this is speaking about the third temple and the Antichrist sitting on the throne in the third temple. And who is it spoken of? It's spoken of by Daniel. When you see the abomination of desolation, stand in the holy place, let him understand, and this is when things start to go sideways, right? So what are they talking about in terms of Daniel the prophet and the abomination of desolation? Well, here's Daniel chapter 12, and this is what what Hamas knows. This is what Satan knows, and he has inspired them to attack Israel because of this. And from the time that the daily sacrifices are taken away, the daily sacrifices, this comes after the sacrifice of the red heifer. At the time when the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. So this daily sacrifice happens in the third temple, but it requires the cleaning, the purifying of the implements and the temple instruments that are used for that daily sacrifice. What do they use to purify that? Well, they use the ashes of the red heifer to purify that. So I'll go back to the beginning and suggest to you that Satan is demonically inspiring Hamas. Hamas knows what is coming. And so they're coming against this. They see this as a threat, the red heifer, because they know what ultimately comes is the rebuilding of the third temple through this red heifer. So again, interesting that they are going after that. So here's the larger context. We look back 100 days to remember the educated, the complicit, the incapacitated among the world powers governed by the law of the jungle, reminding them of an aggression that reached its peak against our path, Al-Quds, and Al-Aqsa, so the Temple Mount. That's what they want. They want to control it. They don't want the Jews to rebuild the third temple there. They know the scriptures. They know that end-time Bible prophecy is going to be fulfilled. But being demonically inspired, they want to preempt that at any point, at every point they can, and stop it. Satan knows that. Satan knows the scriptures. So it says, at Al-Aqsa, with the start of its actual temporal and spatial division, i.e., the temple, and bringing of the red cows, this is required for the daily sacrifices to start, as an application of detestable religious myth designed for aggression against the feelings of an entire nation of its Arab identity and the path of its prophet, the Antichrist. So they know this is coming. They're trying to stop it. Interesting, again, that they're saying October 7th happened because of the red heifers. It was kicked off because of this. And this is obviously a very specific and important piece of the end time prophetic scenario as it relates to the rebuilding of the third temple. So, folks, not only are Christians following this and Jews, but also Hamas, the Arabs, the Islamic folk who have Islamic eschatology, and they think their savior is going to come back and wipe out all the Christians. Well, they're battling it hard, and Satan knows what's happening, and so Satan is guiding and leading these folks. And it's all about the third temple and the return of the Lord. And so they're fulfilling end-time Bible prophecy as we speak. Incredible story out of Israel365news.com. I'll leave there, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.